Okay, good day everyone. My name is Benga Banzo. So I'll be taking you on online safety. I'll be taking you on online safety, safe online with Meta. This is a program sponsored by Facebook, currently known as Meta, in partnership with Co-Creation Hub and Next Factory. So the topic for today is 8 things every youth should know about online safety. So we'll be starting this section with an online habit game. So this is a fun game that gives you a sneak peek into each and everyone's online habit. So I'll be calling out a list of activity, and all you have to do is to give yourself 1 point if you've never tried out the activity. Give yourself 2 points if you've done the activity just once or twice. Then give yourself 3 points if you've carried out this activity frequently. So I'll be calling out the list of activity. So the first activity is I have gone through someone's Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or Snapchat profile to know more about them. So if you meet somebody and you actually go on LinkedIn, Snapchat, or Facebook to know more about them, if you do it frequently, give yourself 3 points. If you've done it just once or twice, give yourself 2 points. If you've never done it, give yourself 1 point. So the next one is I've received a message or phone call from a scammer. So if almost all of us here we've received a message or phone call from a scammer. So if you receive that frequently, give yourself 3 points. If you've done it just once or twice, received phone call or messages from scammers, give yourself 2 points. Then if you've never, give yourself 1 point. Then the next one is I've sent a WhatsApp message to a wrong person. Let me say you mistakenly send a WhatsApp message to a wrong person, a wrong number. So if you do it, we already know the rules. Okay, then another one is I've liked a picture, then unliked it, just so that the person who have made the post doesn't know I've seen it. Then the next one is I've shared a broadcast message without verifying the authenticity of the information. All these forwarded as received. So if you've done that, if you always do that, give yourself 3 points. If you've done it just once or twice, give yourself 2 points. Then if you've never done it, give yourself 1 point. Another one is I've dragged or gotten dragged by someone on social media. Or let me say you said something that doesn't align with another person and they start insulting you. So if you've received that, if you just follow the rules of the game. Then the next one is I've connected to free Wi-Fi without seeking consent from the owner. So after just sum your points together, then if you go between 0 to 11, it shows that you're a basic internet user. Then if you got above 11 to 19, it shows you're an intermediate internet user. Then if you go above 19, that shows you're a master internet user. So our first theme is free Wi-Fi is not always what? Free. So now this one, yes or no, this is just a question and activity. One, yes or no, a Wi-Fi network is open, has a strong network, I must connect, yes or no. Then the next one is I regularly connect to free Wi-Fi even if I don't know its source. I connect to Wi-Fi in public places like restaurants, parks, and malls. I access my emails when connected to free Wi-Fi. So how safe is what? Free Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi uses radio signals to connect devices within a primary networking environment without a physical or wired connection. So if a Wi-Fi network is up in an environment, you don't need wired cable to actually access the internet. It is important to remember that there is serious risks if you connect to a wrong Wi-Fi network. Number one, the owner of a Wi-Fi network can monitor or record your web traffic. If someone is hosting a Wi-Fi network, the person can record and monitor your web traffic. There are applications which helps individuals to know what you're actually doing on that network. And a system and administrator in any organization can know what you are doing on their Wi-Fi network. So if hackers are actually connected to this Wi-Fi network, they can get the information from the activities you are doing on the network. So how to identify a secured and unsecured Wi-Fi network? For a secured Wi-Fi network, it requires a password for you to access it. So for an unsecured, just open, no password is required. Then for a secured Wi-Fi network, the source is known and trusted, while an unsecured Wi-Fi network, unknown source. Number 3, very important, encryption is what enabled for a secure Wi-Fi network. If you go to more options, you see WPA, wired equivalent privacy, WEP, Wi-Fi protected access, WPA2, Wi-Fi protection access version 2. Once you get Wi-Fi network, the encryption is what disabled. What we mean by encryption is that what you are sending is changed to other things. Then number four, network name aligns with location. Once you get Wi-Fi network, network name doesn't align with the location. Then what are other things to do? What are other conditions you should consider before choosing a Wi-Fi network? Number one, consider the source. Do you know and trust the person hosting the Wi-Fi network? You have to know and actually trust the person hosting the Wi-Fi network. Then number two, consider the information you'll be sharing. Sensitive information such as your passwords, your bank information are best sent on your private secured network rather than a public shared network. So if you want to do anything very sensitive, it's best to use your mobile network, what we call your own personal data. Use it in actually doing sensitive stuff. Then others connected to the network. If it's a public Wi-Fi, scammers could also be connected to it. Number four, consider the activities you are doing. Be mindful of what you do on public. You can just go there and update your phone application. You have to be mindful of what you do on a public shared network. Then number five, consider the location. Then guide number two, how to protect your password. So we'll be skipping this. So here is a look at Janet's password and Oluwatobi Damilare's password. Janet 1996 and Chelsea for life. So which of these passwords do you think is stronger? So to check the strength of any password, just go to this link, how secured is my password. So I'll be dropping it for you guys in the comment section. So I'll be carrying out this activity. So this is the website. So I'll be Janet 1996. Janet 1996. So wow, it takes the computer about 3 days to actually crack that password. So I'll be using Chelsea for life. Okay, Chelsea for life. So it's saying it will take a computer about 2,000 years to crack that password. So that means Chelsea for life is actually stronger than Janet 1996. So now, what year do you think Janet was born? So most likely they gave birth to her in 1996. What football club do you think Toby supports? Most likely Chelsea. So do you think this password will be easy to guess by people who know Janet and Damilare? Very correct. It will be easy to guess. So now, what is the design principles for passwords? Design principles for passwords. Okay, whenever you want to create a password, remember the term outsum 8. Outsum 8. The A there stands for includes alphabet to your password. The L there stands for add at least one lowercase to your password. Then the S there stands for include at least one symbol to your password. The U there stands for uppercase. Add at least one uppercase to your password. What we mean by uppercase is capital letter. Then the N there stands for include at least one number from 0 to 9 to your password. Then the A there stands for password should be at least 8 characters long. So what are other ways to actually protect your password? Use multi or two-factor authentication. What I mean by multi or two-factor authentication, this is like an additional layer of security, just like your WhatsApp having two-step verification. So you have authentication applications such as your Microsoft Authenticator and your Google Authenticator. After putting your email and your password, let me say you want to log into your Facebook. After you've activated this, you also need a code from your authenticator to access it. The number two, use password manager, e.g. LastPass. So even these days, browsers have password managers, default password managers. Once you are signed into the browser, it suggests passwords for you and it saves them for you. Number three, do not reuse the same password for many accounts. You're using the same password for Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Snapchat profile. So because once somebody knows one of the passwords, they can access all your accounts. They do not use password that contains personal information. Don't use a password that contains personal information about you. The fifth one is do not use a password for many years. Not same password you use while creating your Facebook, you are still using like 9 years ago, you are still using today. You need to change it, review it, and change it. Then another one, do not share your password with anyone. How to select the right audience for your post. So now the privacy game, Ahmed is having a conversation with Mr. Akinwole, a stranger I just met online. So what are the things you shouldn't share with persons. So we have first name, last name. So what are the things we feel you shouldn't share? So now, so why do you think it wasn't okay for Mr. Ahmed to share those information? Okay, some things are actually personal and private. If Ahmed was talking to his friend from school, work, do you think it would be okay for him to share all the informations on that list? No. Even some persons will not actually even share all the informations on this list to their family members. So now, what is privacy? Privacy refers to how you choose to handle information about yourself. Privacy is actually what's relative. What is private to person A might not be actually private to person B. It is important to know that you can choose the right audience for the information you choose to share. So WhatsApp, you can choose who sees your WhatsApp status, who sees your last send. You can choose who sees certain posts you are making. Even now, even your red receipt, you can put it off. Then your Facebook, before making any post, choose the right audience that you want to see. Is it friends? Is it public? Is it only? Is it friends or friends? Then your Instagram, you can make your account what? Private. Then guide number 4, how to identify online fraudsters. Okay, there is the activity scam or legit website. Which of these do you think is a legit Facebook login page, and which one do you think is a scam? So looking at this, you will see this section here, this gray area. It shows you that number 2 is actually a scam, and number 1 is what? Legit. So what is phishing? Phishing is a cybercrime in which targets are contacted by email, telephone, or text message by someone posing as a legitimate institution to lure individual into providing sensitive data such as personally identifiable information, banking and credit card details, and passwords. So all this is saying is when somebody is posing, posing to be who is not, is claiming to be a legitimate institution and trying to get sensitive information about you, either via telephone, text message, or email. So how to protect yourself from what? Phishing. Be careful when clicking links shared via email. It's not every link you see on your email you should actually click on. No, the next one is not impute password and sensitive information in links down on trusted links. So now, there are some links that once you type it in your browser even tells you that these links are not secured, untrusted. You see that there is no padlock close to the place you type in the URL. Then number 2, take a second look at the URL and be sure it is what it's supposed to be. What I mean by URL is Uniform Resource Locator. So be sure it is what it's supposed to be. Then number 4, does it show HTTPS or HTTP? The SS stands for secure. If it's not showing the S in the URL, you should know that that site is not secure. You can just go there and actually read stuff, but don't give in your personal information. Number 5, take a second look at the message. Does it sound too good to be true? When a message is sounding too good to be true, you have to be very skeptical. The last one, watch out for threats, requests for money, duplicate accounts, promises of law, pressure to act immediately, requests for personal information. Number 5, how to spot fake news. So I'll be skipping this. So what is verification? Verification is the process by which a person gathers and assesses evidence to investigate if an information is what? Accurate or not. So after getting, let me say somebody sends me a news and say, okay, Mr. A has, let me say CBN is giving out grants. So I go and verify, try and ask persons if I know anybody working in CBN, and try to ask, please, are you guys actually giving grants? So that process in me trying to investigate is what we refer to as what verification. It is important to always verify any news or story you read before you share with what? Friends and family. So we have 10 tips in what? Identifying fake news. Number 1, be skeptical of the headline. Sometimes the headline doesn't reflect the true story. You have to read what the body before you start spreading what you read on the headline. Number 2, look closely at the URL. Is it what it's supposed to be? They can make some changes in the URL. What I mean by URL is Uniform Resource Locator. So look closely at the URL and be sure it's what it's supposed to be. Number 3, investigate the source. Who are these people dishing out this information? Are they credible? You have to be mindful of that. Is it just one blogger? Is it just one blogger that you don't even know? That is unverified blogger? Do you understand? So you have to be sure, investigate the source. Number 4, watch for unusual formatting. Watch for unusual formatting. Are there errors, typographical errors in this stuff you are reading? You are seeing a news, there are so many errors in it. They are talking about a man and they are putting a woman's picture. So you have to be very mindful. Number 5, consider the images. Is the image Photoshop? Look at it very well. Try to analyze it before spreading it. Next one, check the date. What's the date saying? Some things happened far back and you are seeing they are reposting. Try to verify. Number 7, very important, check for evidence and look at other reports. If a breaking news should happen in Nigeria, most media houses will actually what? Spread it. So look at other reports. Are they saying the same thing? Are they saying similar thing to what this person is said before sharing? Is the story a joke? Some stories are just joke and some people just run with it. If some jokes have been circulating lately, so try and know if the person is just joking or not. Next one, some stories are intentionally false. We are in the digital age now. To create news and media is very easy. So some persons can just be in the comfort of their homes and just dish out false news because they don't like the government, they're not pleased with a particular person, they just spread falsehood about the person. So some stories are what? Intentionally false. Try and check, fact check it and know if it's actually true or false. Then think before you share. Remember to credit your content source. Ask yourself, why are you actually sharing this? Then remember to what? Credit the person you got it from. Number 6, you can handle cyberbullying. So now Joshua made a post about his second wedding anniversary. He has some comment made about his post about his wife and their photo. So Toby Michael is saying, I can't believe you guys are married. We see as this fresh guy married babe, you know, fine. Omoladin is saying I follow back. Olaido is saying fine girl in the mud. Ojo Lego Kim Kardashian, I salute you, ma. Amaka is saying if for raw powder, smile, your face looks so strong, no fine picture at all. Afshatino is saying follow my page for hot gist and new updates on celebrities. At 12, Vincent Obi Kubana, since young money, see you no show love. Na Fanta and Pepsi just for your party. Also, Pretty Talk Boy is in Sakpa is that you lot of the trenches. Also make you marry come the suffer. Then Akim Body Daniel said, I think the pictures are okay. You guys are overreacting. Joshua and his wife wore the clothes they have. They shared what they could afford. When you reach your marriage anniversary, go Maldives if you like. So what can you say about the comments made by Ola Idowu, Pretty Talk Boy, Official Tino, and Akim Body Daniel? Do you think these comments were necessary? How do you think Joshua will feel when he reads this comment? Okay, the fact is that words actually have effects on persons. If I saw you today and told you you're actually looking good, I like your shoe, most likely you feel good. So words actually have effect on persons. So what did Akim Body Daniel do differently from the others? He actually stood up to the bullies, and yes, he stood up to the bullies. So now, what is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is the use of digital media tools such as the internet and cell phones to deliberately upset or harass another person. When you do it deliberately, use digital media tools such as internet phone, you do it deliberately. So anybody can get bullied online, no matter who you are, be the president of Nigeria, the president of US, be a celebrity, you can get bullied, be a football star, you can get bullied online. The important thing is how do you react to this? How do you deal with it? So now we have what we call a bystander and an upstander. A bystander is somebody who observes an act taking place without reacting either positively or negatively. One upstander is somebody who observes an act taking place and reacts positively, does something positively in response. So now a bystander is just somebody seeing something happening, something negative happening, and just goes on his own way, no comment. One upstander is somebody that sees something taking place and actually try to help the situation, responds positively. So now from this slide, who do you think is an upstander and who do you think is a bystander? Just drop it in the comment section. So now become an upstander. It is important to stand up for your friends, families, colleagues, and people you don't even know online. If you see that they are bullying anybody online, try and actually what? Stand up for them. When you observe negative comments on the post made by your friends, stand up for them. That's the right thing to do always. They should feel your support at all time. Yeah, and protect the person from being bullied. Number 7, how to report hate speech. So these are some content some persons have put out. Take a look at them. Miss Amina is saying some religions are funny. How can you worship an elephant looking like a man? Haha, look for something better. So Mr. Amina posted an image and wrote this comment. Then the second one is somebody posted a video of himself feeling like a champion. And White Dragon is saying, but you are not a champion, you are a faggot. With any luck, you die a horribly painful and drawn out death mingled in a car wreck. Or a mushy pushes you off a building with just refined, or maybe somebody walks up to you and plays the knockout game on your head and your skull cracked wide open where you hit the ground and bleed out in the street. So think about this. From the images we have looked at, give us answers to this question. How do you think the people of this religion will react to this post? How do you think they will actually react to this post? The first one, we think of it as a joke. Will they feel angry? Will they retaliate with insult and probably block the person? Some persons actually feel angry. Some persons will retaliate with insult and block the person. Some persons will take it as a joke. Then the next one, how do you think a person dealing with depression will react to this? Will they feel more depressed when the person said he's a champion and you are saying that the person is not a champion? Will they do something harmful to themselves? Will they do nothing? Then another one, somebody commented and said we have to intensify stealing and robbing white. Guys in Alex Tembisa's way to please invade the white areas. If they cannot give you money or jewelry or car keys, fry their children in microwave. So much hate in this comment. So what do you think people will do after reading this post? Attack white people when they have the opportunity, report to the police and do nothing. So the persons will attack when they have the opportunity. So what is hate speech? What is hate speech? Hate speech is an abusive or threatening speech or writing that expresses prejudice against a particular group, especially on the basis of race, religion, or what sexual orientation. So when you have this bias, this negative bias concerning a particular sect or this prejudice, bad one, okay, people from this sector, this is how they do. People from the south, this is how you have a negative comment about them. So when you come across a post you do not like on social media, you can do two things. Privately and respectfully chat up the person to take down the post. So but you have to do it was respectfully. Then number 2, you can report the post using the report option so that the platform can actually take it down. So how do you report post on Facebook? Beside the post you see 3 dots, the option icon. Click on it, find support or report post. And select the reason why you're actually reporting the posts. Then on Instagram, the same thing. Beside the post, you see the option icon, click on it, 3 dots, and why you're actually reporting the post. So guide number 8, how to explore digital opportunities. So these fields these are what one person is talking for, social media fields. The next right one is another person, and the last one is what? Another person. So the first person is talking about children clothing, boxing update, video games, health tips, sport updates, music, vacation location, children shows, parenting hacks. What do you think about them? So looking at this, most likely this is like a young parent just started having what? Kids, still looking for how to hack parenting. While the next one is talking about wigs, anime, sneakers, cosmetics, gadgets. This is like a young person, a young teenager. The last one is talking about family shows, weather updates, restaurant, community updates, family talk shows. This farming, religion. This tell you that the person is actually very advanced. So now, using algorithms to your advantage? Like somebody state, and I quote that if you use the internet primarily for fun, you are using it actually wrongly. Yeah, I'm not denying the fact that you shouldn't use the internet for fun. But if that's your primary goal of using the internet just for fun, you are doing it wrongly. And another person said, free knowledge is abundant on the internet, and the desire to learn that is scarce. Okay, most persons heard about this training using social media. So there are so many opportunities here, job opportunities, like this one now is professional development, job opportunities. Follow persons that talk about jobs. There are persons online that all they do is to post vacancies. So you need a job, you interact more with this person's page. You follow their page, you like them. Like us now, Elite Analytics Hub. Follow us on social media. We have so many opportunities for you. Professional development. Follow people that are in your field. You are trying to get into tech. Follow tech guys and ask them questions. Financial empowerment. There are so many people that talk on how to actually track your finances, how to invest, legit investment. So follow them. So that's how you can actually use social media to your what advantage. So now to check your data on Facebook to see what you've been doing, go to the settings icon, go to privacy and security button, go to data download and request for your data download. You receive an email with your data. So now if you have any question, just use the comment section on YouTube. Will respond to it. Thank you so much, and remember to stay safe online and also educate persons around you to also what stay safe on the internet. Thank you.